Okay, this is a review of the learning tool COLOURlovers, which is an online color palette creation tool. It includes a social media aspect, so users can share colors and color palettes as well as create designs from the color palettes. You can apply those to designs other people have made, or you can apply them to your own designs. There's a design creation tool as well. So to get started, it's very simple. Click create. You can create a palette, a pattern template, a shape, a color. We're just going to go with palette here. And there is both a simple color palette creation tool and an advanced. This is the simple tool. Colors are created using these adjustable bars. And as you can see, it includes tints and shades. So if we want a tint, we can make it lighter. We can make it darker based on the addition of a darker element that usually is complementary color. Or we can just scroll around and find a color that we like. So we can switch over here. We can do multiple colors. There's similar colors it'll pull up. So this tool can be used for pre-planning color palettes for artworks created in class. It can be used to help understand color theory and finding colors that are similar, finding colors that clash, finding colors that go together in a good way visually. So this is the simple color tool. Just get these boxes. You can just create whatever color palette you like. The advanced tool is a little bit of a different look to it. There's the hex codes, which if you're a digital artist are interesting to learn. It's a good intuitive way to kind of explore color relationships. And this is a good tool. It follows the standard identify and discriminate between types of artistic elements, in this case color, so primary, secondary, warm, cool, blah blah blah, tints, shades, tones, and values. I like this tool because it's really creative and engaging. If you create a color that the specific hex code doesn't already exist in the system of the COLOURlovers website, you get to name it, which is kind of nice. So you can come up with cool names, you can come up with cool schemes, and you can apply them to designs, which is also just a bonus. I really like the social aspect. Other people can like your palettes, you can share them with your friends. So I've got sort of a green palette here, and you can see the different tints and shades I came up with. And then if I wanted to publish it, I can do that, or I can just save it if I just don't want to share it, but I want to come back to it later. We're going to name this Frog because it looks like frog colors to me. All right. So the 4E checklist I filled out. I'm just going to go over what I think are the best answers to the questions, things that this tool does, I think, better. So it's aligned with and designed to support specific standards. It's not an educational tool per se. It's not designed for an educational setting, but I think it does a good job of letting students really get involved with color and get creative and plan. And this one, by using this tool or resource, students will be able to apply their knowledge of a concept, definitely, because it's a very active way to apply your knowledge. If you know that two colors are complementary and go together, you can apply that to create a palette between the different colors. This tool is great because it's all ability levels. It's a really intuitive tool. It's really easy. I could probably hand that tool to a third grader and they'd have just as good a time with it as a high schooler would. This tool is pretty efficient, I think, because working with color with physical media such as paints or color cards or colored pencils, it can be really messy. The digital medium is a really efficient way to explore color and color relationships. And it's free and doesn't require using a lot of paints, which are expensive. It doesn't require using up a lot of paper. And I think it's really interesting because it shows the color possibilities, and there's infinite possibilities with this tool because you can do any color all over the spectrum. You don't need to mix paint. You don't need to have a vast supply of colored pencils or crayons or what have you. So I think it's very efficient and it's very engaging. And I think that it'll help students pay closer attention to the topic because it's not so interesting to just sit and talk about color theory. Color is something that is very emotional, and I think students can really get involved in, and this tool kind of helps them do that. So that is my review of Color Lovers, and thanks for listening.